So I'm going to try to do this quickly. I just finished my first week of working in France at my internship. And to sum it up in one word, it was overwhelming, to say the least. I thought my level of French was good enough to be able to work in a foreign kitchen, and I was completely wrong. I only understand what's happening maybe 60 to 70% of the time, and sometimes, like most of the day, I'm like... and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling at all. But it was basically culture shock round 2. Because living in France is culture shock round 1, and then working in France is a completely different thing. It makes you understand and sympathize more with foreign workers who come to work in the US. And understanding how hard it is for them to be able to live like that. There is a giant fly that just flew in here. I don't know what it is. Every time I record, there's like a freaking fly that comes in. I'll start with my first day. My first day was Monday at 10:30. I showed up and I talked to security, told them that I was starting my internship that day, and they had someone from HR come down and took me upstairs to sign a bunch of paperwork, basically. I was not even sure what I was signing most of the time. It was all in French, and the lady was speaking so insanely fast. I was just like, wow. So I could have signed away my first unborn child, but no, I'm kidding. The stuff that I was signing was just like, oh, sign this to say that you received this booklet that I just gave you right now. So it's, you know, it's not a big deal. But it was really, really overwhelming already within like the first 10 minutes. And then I was taken down to get my uniform, got my uniform, got changed, went up to the kitchen, was introduced to the chef, and then was left there to work in the kitchen. And so I started working right away. We had a little tour of the kitchen. There's another intern that, she's French though, so she knows what's going on. I am just like deer in the headlights 99% of the time. So they gave us a little tour of the kitchen, and the pastry kitchen is like right next to and attached to the cuisine kitchen that serves the hot food, so it's pretty warm in there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating most of the time. But in general, yeah, it was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I was really, really overwhelmed, and there's only a couple people on my team that speak English. And they usually don't unless it's like I really, really have no idea what's happening. But yeah, I was really, really overwhelmed with all of the French that was going on. And it makes it really hard because I'm just focusing on what I'm doing. All of my mental energy is going into what am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing? What is someone saying to me? How do I translate that so I understand? Do I understand? Then I have to agree. And like by that time, it's like 3 days have gone by. And don't even talk about if I want to respond, because that takes another day and a half. But it was really, really overwhelming, just to say the least. I was not prepared, and I'm still like not used to working like in French, but I'm getting more accustomed to being like, I really am sorry, like I have no idea what you're asking me to do, because I think I know what I'm being asked to do, and then it turns out I don't, and then they get upset and like, ooh. So for anyone who is working in the US and they don't speak English really well, I will dedicate the rest of my life too, if I ever work with someone that is in a similar situation, that I understand where you're coming from, because it's tough. But anyway, let's talk about something not as sad. So my job as an intern is to basically do anything and everything that anyone in the kitchen asks me to do. But my primary job is to do the mise en place, what they call in French, which is basically setting everything up for the desserts to be made. So that's like mixes, creams, fillings, all of that stuff. Which is pretty simple, but you know, everything is in a new environment and there's a specific way to do things and all this stuff. So it's just like picking up on learning like how things have to be done, you know, where things are, speaking French, little stuff. So to sum up, I had a very, very overwhelming week. I thought I was gonna die. I miss home a lot at this point, but I know that this is a really, really incredible experience for me, and I know that, like, I know that, you know, that's why I came here, and I knew it was going to be hard. Obviously, I didn't think it was going to be that hard, because I underestimated it, but, you know, you gotta keep going. So I'm gonna go back to work tomorrow, and we'll see where I go from there. So that was end of week 1. Bye bye.